Hey y'all, we are going to open a Glam polish package today. I'm very excited. This is my first Glam polish live. They have sent me 5 shades from their new very Vampy Valentine's collection to show off. Definitely excited to get into these. I'm going to send this to our broadcasting group to let everyone in there know that I am live. Instagram's been really bad about notifying people lately. So that's what that group is for. Okay, sent. Let's all cross our fingers. Hello, Patty Lee. As I was saying, let's cross our fingers that the internet does not drop. We've been having some hit or miss moments with all the snow here. So hopefully that doesn't happen during this. If it does, I will pop off and then come back. I do use a phone that does not have its own internet slash SIMs card in it. It is strictly for doing lives on my Wi-Fi. So if it does drop, I will probably come back on my normal cell phone. I just don't really like the quality of it for this thing, but let's just hope that that doesn't happen, right? Hello, Nail Polish 03 2023. What is your government name? Stein? Oh, please let me know. I hate mispronouncing y'all's stuff. So let me know what you would like me to call you, whether you want me to use your government name or your handle or what. Just let me know. Yes, I'm very excited. I hope everyone who is dealing with this winter storm, whether you've had the snow, you have the snow coming, you're dealing with ice, whatever it is, I hope that you are staying warm and staying safe. And that maybe tonight's live can add a little bit of sunshine to your evening. Hi, Nudes Nails. I love your handle. If you can't tell by my voice, or if you're new here, I have a little bit of a cold or something going on. I'm not sure what entirely. Just a little bit of headache and a sore throat and just not feeling 100%. So bear with me if I do get into a coughing fit or I have to clear my throat or whatever. I'm going to try not to as much as possible, but we can't really control that stuff. So also, again, if I'm not as bubbly and perky as usual, that's why. Tonight is a sip and swatch because it is a weekend. So here, when I do lives, we do sip and swatches on weekends. You can grab whatever beverage is your favorite, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, just whatever you want to grab. Get cozy, relax while we go through these. I personally, strangely enough, my red cup. We use these a lot here. I like a good lid. Hello, Carla. Welcome in. I am drinking bone broth. It is very high in protein, which I appreciate. And it is very warm, and it's just good for when you're not feeling the greatest. So that's what I have in my cup tonight. Feel free to let me know what you're drinking in the comments. And we're going to go ahead and start unboxing. Again, if you are new here, welcome in. I do a actual unboxing portion of my lives where I pull everything out and we see them together for the first time. I do not look at anything in this package until I am live on here, which is why my lives are usually pretty close to polish launches. I do leave enough time so I can swatch them in advance and that y'all can plan your wish list and budget for them. Hello, Laura. But again, I don't look at this stuff until I get it with y'all. So that kind of makes it a little bit different. I do upload the finished video here and over on YouTube. So if you would like to watch it over there, it's the same exact handle that's spelled up here, same spelling, SE for simple. And I think YouTube is just way user-friendly to rewatch lives. First of all, it notifies you properly. You can pause, you can come back to it, you can skip around it a lot better. So if you would like to watch it over there, there will be a link up this evening. It takes a little bit after the live is done to get that up because I have to download it from here and upload it over there and all that jazz, but you can watch these on YouTube as well. All that being said, let's get into this package. I'm very excited. This is my first Glam Polish PR package. I do hope to receive more, but if I don't, I don't. I'm very grateful for this one. We do have our info sheet, which I was emailed. There are multiple shades in this collection. Everything I'm going to show tonight is part of the very Vampy Valentine's collection. Hello, Ashes. It comes out Friday, January 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. You can purchase it on glampolish.com.au because they are an Australian company. They do have a US warehouse, so things don't take Australian shipping times to get here. Hello, Frida. Welcome in. And you're using your Frida account tonight. excuse me, all these shades are very, very limited edition. There will not be a second print or batch is a better word. There will not be a second batch of these polishes. So if you are eyeballing anything, make sure you grab them. I'm a little confused on how many polishes are available in the collection. My paperwork says there are 20 shades, but they've been, if you are part of the, hello, Goody Garcia, did I say that right? If you're part of the Glam Polish email list, they've been sending out sneak peeks, and all of the sneak peeks show 15 polishes. The math on the pricing to me says 15 polishes, but the paperwork says 20. I have sent an email, but again, they're in Australia, so like time difference and all that. I'm not entirely positive if there are 15 or 20 polishes. I also have descriptions for 15 shades. I only have 5 here to show to all of y'all, but I think there's 15 shades in the collection. I'm not positive. There could be a surprise extra 5 that maybe we'll all find out later. So bear with me on that part too. I'm giving you all the info I have. Frida's Instagram seems to randomly decide for me who I am today. Well, that's fun, Frida. At least you're always actually Frida. It's just whatever handle you're using. And now I know your handles, so works out perfectly for me. These are going to be $14 each, or $210 for the full collection, whether there's 20 or 15 shades. Shrugs. And then the first 24 hours, you can save 5% on individual shades by using the code VAMPY5, or 10% on the full collection if you use code VAMPY10. And I have those written down on my info post-it for y'all, which we'll get to when we flip the camera around. So, hello, Manicure Jocelyn. Welcome in. All right, let's get into the things y'all actually want to see. We're going to get into the polishes now. So they are all in here. Again, I haven't seen these at all. I did open this package to find out which shades I have so I can mark them on my list and know which ones I need to read off to y'all. But I love their packaging. I have been buying Glam Polish since I first got into indies, and I did swaps. Hello, Miss Jen. Welcome, welcome. And I was telling my husband when I got the email from them, or the DM from them to potentially swatch, I was so excited because I've loved their brand since I started doing it in the indies like 12 years ago, 10 years ago, somewhere in that range. And I did swaps all the time. I always included Glam Polish in every swap box I sent. And I loved that they wrapped their stuff in paper towels. It was this like unique thing that no one else does. And I mentioned that I was like, oh, I haven't bought them in a little while. And I wonder if they still do that. So when they came in and they do that, it was this nostalgic thing for me. I loved it. And again, it keeps it super, surprise for me. So when I open for y'all, it's, you know, I didn't see them when I was trying to see the names. So that was a big bonus too. All right. That being said, again, we're going to get into this. We have a bubble wrapper on the outside that seems taped. Yeah, we need scissors. Oh man. Y'all, the last like 3 lives I've done, my index peely has popped during the live, and it just did it again. Apparently my index nails don't like polish lately. Actually, that's been a thing with my shorties. It does not like the peel off base coat. Nothing wants to stay on my shorties, which I had to file really short again because I cracked a nail cleaning the house the other day. So I just can't win. Okay, first polish, which did have a sticker on that bubble mailer, and we are in our cute little paper towel here. I do reuse the bubble mailer, and honestly, I will probably use the shop towel for packaging for our business stuff too. So recycling and reusing as always. Hello, Becky. Hello, Kiss Me Marv. I sent you a DM the other day about Lizmo's stuff because we chatted about that during her live. So I'm not sure if we chatted after that or not, but let me know if you did get it. Okay, this one is A Love That Consumes You. Ashes says, Jen, hey, what's in your PFP? I don't know what a PFP is. I don't know if I'm just not hip with the new lingo or... ooh, this is really pretty, y'all. It is like a raspberry kind of base, and it is jam-packed with flakies. Definitely some ghosty, shifty, iridescent flakies in here. Again, if you're new to one of my lives, we do our unboxings. I kind of do a self-description, and then when we flip the camera around to do actual swatches, I will read the official descriptions and all that. But this part's just a little bit of fun where we open them together and get surprised. Jen said, I'm keeping mine super short until my damage grows out. I had a serious peel. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jen. Yeah, I actually had lifting on my middle nail, which is why if you guys see any of my swatches upcoming, it is a little bit crooked because it Had some lifting and then it cracked and I had a repair, and the repair ripped off after like a week. And then it was so short, but I couldn't cut the other side so short because it was shorter than my quick. And I was not purposely doing that. So that's why those are a little bit crooked. And it was starting to grow out. And then of course that's the nail that I hit on. I think I hit it on the trash can and I cracked it, and made it worse. So yeah, I'm with you, Jen. I totally get it. Ashes also, hello, I'm busy spinning a magnet. No worries, no worries. And Marv says, hello, yes, I got your email. Oh, good, good, good. Okay. Jen, Ashes, Man I Need from Glisten and Glow, definitely a must-have. Oh, yes, Man I Need is gorgeous, y'all. That magnetic is stunning. And it's really, really pretty, not magnetized, honestly. Hello, Melissa P. Welcome in. Our next polish is like Dead Stars in a Dark Sky. Also, I know that I said this is the Very Vampy Valentine's collection, but it does actually have a small description of the Very Vampy Valentine's limited edition event has a stunning variety of vampire, supernatural, and horror-themed Valentine's shades. So we're all very dark and mysterious and spooky-ish, I believe. So should be very fun. Next, oh, I already said the name. It's weird for me to say the name before I open it because usually I don't have stickers on the outside of things. Rita says Dead Stars, like Dead Stars in a Dark Sky. Yep, that's what it is. Because we're the Vampy Valentine collection here. This is a really, really pretty like grayish base. And then it has a super strong, yes, look at it, purple, blue glow. And then tons and tons of black flakies in here. So Miss Jen, you'll love this. And then I do think that this has hollow in it. So let's grab our flash and see if we can show that too. Okay, maybe it's having a little bit of hard time. It's fighting with that glow and my ring light above the camera. But I believe there's definitely hollow in here. We will show that in our swatches and of course official descriptions whenever we flip the camera around. But I do believe, I don't know if you guys can see the hollow sparkles. It's really cool. I'm definitely getting like zombie werewolf vibes from this. Let's see. Asha says, thank you. Jen says, of course. Frida. Okay, thought my ears were malfunctioning. Nope, ears are working just fine. Oh, we have a business card. I always love the business cards, y'all. They're so fun. Super fun. If anybody wants to screenshot, I know it'll be backwards, but you can flip it in your Photos app and then follow them on all of their socials, of course. Asha says, ooh, ah. Okay. Again, I like that they are very like sparing with their packaging. Like everything's safely packaged, but they're not like over the top with any of it, and then it's still reusable. So Jen says, I collect business cards. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to send you one of the shop cards then, Jen. Or do you just collect polished ones? Which is fine. Please tell me if you only collect polished ones. Y'all, I'm taking the sticker off. I'm not going to read it until we get it out of the thing because it confuses my ADD. Not even going to lie. This one is Before You. My life was like a moonless night. Ooh, very poetic. It is really pretty. I feel like, I want to say it is a blue base, but the angle I'm catching with the camera makes me think it's a dark purple. Again, flaky bomb. It is jam-packed with flakies in here. And I feel like it has a purple blue shimmer. This is more of like a cyan blue and not a like cobalt blue shimmer. Very, very pretty. Definitely a dark vampy polish. Jen says, I collect from where I have shopped, so a shop card would work. Oh, and you know what? I usually throw them in when I ship stuff, and I didn't even think about throwing one in when we ship you guys the guitar. So, yeah, I will, next time I send you polish or what have you, I will make sure to throw a shop card in. I would say they're nothing special and be like humble and stuff, and they aren't. I mean, they just have our business information on them. But I do really like the colors of them, and I did all the work to like create the image and all that stuff. So, you know, I kind of like them, but this is, I give you Life Eternal. Ooh, and this, I don't even know how to describe this base, y'all. It's a grayish base, I think. And then it's got a red, orange, almost green. Yeah, look at it at that angle. Green shimmer. I don't know why my brain wants to say zombie flesh vibes. Just the way it shifts red to green. I think you can see the green. The front camera is the worst. Like, you can see the green on this side, and then when we tilt it back, it goes red. Yeah, front camera is the worst for showing this stuff, y'all. And then it is jam-packed with what I'm going to call ghost flakies. You could call them UCC, iridescent chameleon, whatever the proper word is. I'm going to call them ghost. Ooh, there's that shift. Green to red. Oh, this is super fun. And I love that name. And then we have one more. Like I said, I have 5 polishes from the collection, whether it's 15 pieces or 20 pieces. I'm not entirely sure. I love this big bubbler. This will be perfect for shipping out a handheld system. Probably a 3DS or a 2DS. I have a few of those that I need to ship out. So, yes, it is a 15, maybe 20 piece collection. I'm uncertain based on the info that I have. I will have it correct when I do post swatch posts and what have you. But they are 14 each or 210 for the full collection. They are very limited edition. There is only going to be one batch of these. They will not be making more. They released January 20th at 2 p.m. Eastern. And for the first 24 hours, you can use code VAMPY5 for 5% off single polishes or VAMPY10 for 10% off the full collection. Ooh, I love this. I was not expecting this. Everything's been kind of dark, and this is so bright. This is Look After My Heart. I left it with you. And it is a beautiful white crelly base. And we are packed with red glitters of varying sizes. And then again, those same kind of iridescent flakes. And then it's got a green-red shimmer to it. It's a larger particle shimmer. Ooh, look at that big flaky there. You'll see that big boy chunk. I want that chunky flaky. Yes, I'm obsessed. This is so pretty. This is very iconic Valentine-y, but it also kind of makes me think of like blood spatter, so kind of vampire-esque too. Again, leaning into that Vampy Valentine's theme. These are really, really cool. I'll show you all 5 of the ones I received. Again, it is a 15 or 20 piece collection. So definitely join the Glam Polish Fam Facebook group. Let me figure out what the actual name is for y'all. I will get that. So you can join the Facebook group to see sneak peeks, follow them here on Instagram. And then if you sign up for their emails, which y'all, they don't send out a ton of emails. They're not going to bug you, but you do get sneak peeks of the collections too. They've been sending out sneak peeks, I think since the end of last week. Since the beginning of this week. Y'all don't even know what day it is. I know it's Saturday because it's a sip and swatch. Again, if you have a drink and you're all snuggled up while you watch this, let me know what you're drinking. But how pretty are all these? Like, I'm obsessed. This just really fuels that fire I used to have for Glam Polish. Not that I ever stopped liking their stuff. I just personally have stopped purchasing as much polish because I do have quite the collection. Again, if you're new here, this does not tell you I have the collection, but I moved a year ago and I have still yet to unpack things. And oh my gosh, Laura said it's Sunday and it is. Y'all, she's right. Again, if you've ever been in my lives, you know that I do this. Hello, Stephanie. Yes, I do this all the time. I never know what day it is. I work from home now. I don't have a scheduled shift at the shop anymore, so I don't have like a weekly reset of what day it is. Add on top of it with this crazy snowstorm that we've been prepping for and not leaving the house and being sick on top of it. Yeah, it is Sunday. I think I even said Saturday at the beginning of my life. It's Sunday, but it is still the weekend, so it is still a sip and swatch. So again, if you've grabbed your favorite beverage and you've hunkered down to hang out with me, thank you. I hope you're staying warm and cozy if you're dealing with this crazy storm. Since I've mentioned that, I'm going to take another drink of my drink, which I already mentioned is bone broth because it's high protein. It's nice and warm for my throat right now, and it's just kind of good when your body's not at 100%. So I'm also trying personally just to take in more protein, and I found these the other day while I was looking at other protein items. So Good Garcia said, I questioned myself on that. See, please call me out. Always call me out. Correct me in the comments, y'all. This up here, it doesn't work. The ADD, the OCD, the crazy life I have, it doesn't function properly. So please call me out on my mistakes. I appreciate it. Laura says, I have water. That's okay. Water's good for you. It's good to stay hydrated. So, all right, I'm going to flip y'all around and we are going to get into these gorgeous polishes. Hello, Sushi Lau. You are perfect timing. We're about to flip the camera around and show off some Glam polishes coming on the 30th from their very Vampy Valentine's Day collection. Jen says, oh shoot, I'm drinking diet, but it's a snow day for my husband, so I can have a drink. Vodka and Red Bull is coming up. Girl, I can't imagine a Red Bull for me, it's 6:20. I don't know what time it is for y'all. It should be like 7:20 for you, Jen. I couldn't have a Red Bull at 7:20. I can't have a Red Bull at all, y'all. Like, I cannot. Hello, Hat Cat. Yeah, I cannot have a Red Bull ever in my life. Yeah, no, that cannot happen for me. But I definitely can't imagine it this late. I'm like decaf past 4 o'clock, sweet tea after 4 o'clock, and there's no sleep for me. Stephanie says, I have green tea, but thinking about switching to an adult beverage. LOL, go for it. It's a snow day. It's Sunday, or it's a snow day for a lot of us. So, yeah, go for it. Enjoy, relax. Again, it is 4, 5, 6, or 7 o'clock. I don't know where y'all are at. Or I do have some people in other countries. Hello, Tiana. So I don't know what time it is for y'all. But if you want to have a drink, have a drink. If you want to have water, have water. But the point is that you get a drink, you stay hydrated, and you get comfortable while we hang out. All right, I'm flipping y'all around. Scooching you down so I can see what's happening. Here is tonight's info sheet. I know there's a slight glare. I'm going to angle my light for just a second. Boom. All right. So here's tonight's info sheet. Again, this set comes out January 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern, so set your alarms for it because they are limited edition. There will not be a restock of these polishes. There are 15 polishes, maybe 20, we don't know, y'all, in the collection. $14 each or $210 for the full set. And then again, you have those codes. Code Vampy5 will save you 5% off individual polishes, or Vampy10 will save you 10% off the full set for the first 24 hours of the sale. It is glampolish.com.au because they are an Australian company. So there's that for anyone who wants to screenshot our info from tonight. Jen says, it is 7:21. Caffeine doesn't matter to me at this point. I know that's how Kevin is. Kevin drinks coffee all day long, y'all. I just can't do it anymore. And honestly, with my ADD, y'all don't want me to do that. Hello, Jess. Welcome, welcome. Hello, pretties and kitties. Tiana says orange juice tonight. Ooh, orange juice sounds really good. We had cinnamon rolls for breakfast today, and I was wishing we had some orange juice, but there ain't no way we're getting out of our house for a few days. All right. Jess says, ooh, I'm excited to see these. So I have 5 polishes, which I have already opened, but I will put them down here for you guys to see them all together. I have 5 polishes out of the 15 / potentially 20 polishes available in this set. I keep checking my email like a mad woman to see if I've gotten a response yet, so I have the right information for y'all. But I will be sure to post that in the swatches. Yes, so here are the 5 I'm going to show you tonight. I do have the info sheet, and I have highlighted them on the info sheet, again, just to make it a little bit easier on my ADD. And we're going to go ahead and get into them. I do not know if any of these are magnetics or anything like that. I don't think they are. I'm going to glance really quickly. I did grab, because I didn't even look at the info sheet. I didn't want any spoilers. So I have my normal swatch wheel, and then I did just grab a handful of clears in case we needed them. Let's see. Not magnetic, not magnetic, not magnetic. Not magnetic. Okay, perfect. No magnetics tonight, so everything is going to be on our swatch wheel. All right, I'm going to slide these out of the way, and we're going to get into these swatches. Let's turn on my air purifier before I forget, because y'all know I will. Tiana says, dry here in Utah, no snow on the ground at all. Sucky winter here. Hay prices are going to be super expensive this year for my horses. Oh, goodness. Normally I would be like, oh, you're lucky, no snow, because like we're getting a lot of it, but I totally understand when things aren't the way that they are supposed to be, and that messes everything up. We have gotten, I believe, 8 inches. Well, it was 8 inches this afternoon, and then it snowed for a few more hours, so probably 9. Sorry, y'all. But the very lovely snowplows that have plowed the cul-de-sac, and it looks nice, has decided to push it all in my yard. So we have quite a large tower of snow in our yard that could take a few days before it even starts to melt. So we'll see how that goes. And we haven't shoveled anything but a path and a little grass spot because our dogs will not go outside in the snow. They will refuse. And it's deep enough that I think Maple would probably get lost. Hello, Celobes. Welcome, welcome. Water is 50% of normal on the mountains, is going to be a bad fire year. Oh my gosh. Well, I will send all the good vibes, Tiana, and I hope that it's not as bad as it could be, but only time will tell. All right. First polish we're going to do is a Love That Consumes You. This pretty one here. Tiana said some ski resorts already ready to close down. Oh man, that's awful. Okay, A Love That Consumes You is deep berry with shifting iridescent flakies, black flakies, and aurora shimmer. This is so pretty. I love, 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 love all the flakies they have packed into here. That berry base is really pretty. I'm excited to see its actual color out of the bottle. Jess says, I hate this shit. I don't know how y'all live in the constant cold. Do it. No, I can't. Laura was like, we're not getting any snow. I'm like, that's amazing for y'all because you've had enough already. And we have been like negative, I think today was negative 15 with the wind chills, which is why I did not swatch yesterday or today, y'all. It was too cold. I do a lot of outdoor swatches for y'all. I've been out in thunderstorms. I have been out in the snow. I go out when it is super hot, but I do draw the line at hypothermia. So I did not swatch yesterday or today. Plus again, I'm a little bit under the weather and I didn't want to make it worse by being outside. So, but I don't understand how people deal with snow like this all year. I hate the snow. It's wet. It's gross. It just, yeah, it stops all kinds of things. I don't like it. Here's our first coat of A Love That Consumes You. You can see all those beautiful flakies. I know we were zoomed in because I had to zoom in for my thing, but I feel like Instagram's not focusing. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Tiana said, ha, I freaking love the cold. I hate heat. I don't like to be hot either, but I would rather be hot than cold. Tiana said, I hated Phoenix when we lived there. Oh, I can't imagine the heat of Phoenix either. Hi, Winnie Miss. Welcome, welcome. How are we doing? How are you handling the snow? This is super pretty. I love those, shifting iridescent flakies, and then you got the spiciness of the black flakes. As far as opacity goes, it's pretty good in one. I think two will make it perfect, but it is really, really pretty. Laura says, Minnesotans are a different breed, LOL, out for hours protesting in negative 50. No, thank you. I do not need negative 50s. Nope, nope. Ooh, also, because I just did this angle, I forgot to tell y'all what I'm wearing, and then it has occurred to me that I didn't write them down tonight. So let's see if we can get the names right. This one is Victorian Varnish's Gleaming Gears for 2 years. And then this one is Victorian Varnish's Sanguis Virginis. I think that's how you say it. This is actually available at Little Box of Horrors right now through the 30th. So if you want to pick that one up, again, this is it. Peely popped at the very beginning of the video. But those are what we're wearing tonight. I will make sure to put it in the descriptions on YouTube and here for anyone who wants to check them out. Now, this was last year's VV anniversary polish, so I don't think that this one is still available, but she might make something similar if we bug her enough. All right, that was our first coat of A Love That Consumes You. Next, we're going to go into Look After My Heart. I left it with you. Jen says, I love zombie nails. Thank you. I really like these. I got shorties, major shorties right now. I did have to shrink the small images on these Pretty Fingers by Robin's plate to get them on there, but I'm pretty happy with how well they fit on my little shorties still. Wendy says, I'm staying nice and cozy inside, of course. We got 12 inches at our house. Yeah, we had, I think I measured at 8 at one point, but we have some weird drifts, and that was at like 11. So it snowed for like 4 more hours. So I don't know. I know it, when we measured then, it was 1.5 Game Boy Pockets, because we did a post for the store. That's about all I got as far as that. Tiana, is Pretty Fingers by Robin plate? Yes, it is. So that's what I thought. I have that plate too. I love Pretty Fingers by Robin stuff. Jess says, this is one for me. I need it. I look like poo in it, but I don't care. I assume we're talking about this polish, Jess? You'll look like poo in it? No, you won't. You're going to look great and everything. I don't know what you're talking about, Jess. All right. Look After My Heart, I've left it with you, is a sheer white Crelly with shifting iridescent flakes and red glitter mix. And look at that big flaky. I want that chunky boy. I want him on my nails. I'm obsessed with him. Also, you can see how beautifully those flakies shift because of it. She says, yep. Jess, is going to look amazing on you. What are you talking about? Crellys look amazing on everyone. They're so versatile. This shift on those flakes is so pretty. And then you can see how many different sizes of red glitter are in there. Let's get it on our swatch wheel. Now this is a white Crelly, so opacity is hard to tell on the wheel. And I was just about to say, and I don't think I can show it to you on a natural nail because I don't have any peelies, but I popped a peely. So we will do a live fingernail swatch while we're here. If you are new to my lives, that is something new that we've been doing. You just can't see Crellys. You can't tell the opacity level on here as well as natural nails. So if we have a natural nail to do it on, we will. And I do. All right. So definitely going to need 2 coats. Obviously, I mean, we're not very opaque here. And we'll get way more glitter payoff with 2 coats too. But look at those flakies in the background dancing. And then the red glitters. This one makes me think of blood splatter. It's very fun. I can see so many fun like Halloween and anti-Valentine's manis with this. Jen says, I love it. Jess says, so good. It's very fun. All right. Let's do it on my finger too. All right, we have not done any cleanup. We are not going to judge these live swatches because this is not easy to do, y'all. If anyone has ever tried to paint their nail through a camera while floating in the air, it's not easy. At least I'm doing my non-dominant hand today because that's been fun lately. All right. Here's one coat on a natural nail. It is thin, so we definitely are going to need a second coat. Potentially even third coat if you have really long nails or strong visible nail line or wear clear extensions. Very pretty though. Look at those flakies shift. Just says, make me think of Arkansas Razorbacks. Ooh, yes, this would be a really good polish if you're a Razorback fan for sure. Honestly, it wouldn't even be a bad polish for Cardinals, for St. Louis Cardinals here. Wendy says, I love the white Crelly. Yes, isn't it pretty? Very pretty, very shifty. Hopefully I don't stick my hand in things. Also, I just like realized how good this looks with my red polish I already have on. This would be a fun, like if you did a red glitter accent nail with this. Just a little pop of something. All right, so that was our first coat of Look After My Heart. I've left it with you. I really like that name too, by the way. Frida, do you have a peel-off base on? I do. I use a peel-off base coat under every mani, whether I'm swatching or not, because I do typically paint my nails just about every single day, and I need to remove them quickly, and I don't like to damage with too much acetone if I can ignore it. Now, I do not have a peel-off under here because we didn't, and as Laura found out the other day, it was not fun for me to remove curlies after doing live swatches, but I do it for you guys. I do it, and I miss my peel off whenever I forget to do it, but I do it for you guys. Tiana, I'll call you when I go in. I'm on my own tomorrow. Was that, I don't know if that was to us, Tiana. I'm not sure if that was Tiana's. Oops, wrong chat. Nope, see, it wasn't us. Jess says, and I was literally typing that out as you said it. Frida says, it actually goes well with your nails. It does. Look at you guys. I love this. We all have the same thought process. Laura, that curly tomorrow, though. Yep. I will throw a cotton ball with some acetone and some acetone additive on it and let it soak for a few minutes. It's going to be interesting to remove. But we'll do it. I do it for you guys. I do it for you guys, and I want you to see polishes the way you should see them. Okay, next we're going into Like Dead Stars in a Dark Sky. This one is Black Mini Stars. Ooh. Oh, there are mini stars, y'all. I did not even see that when I opened it. Look at the little, I think you can see them. Yes. Okay. Black Mini Stars, Black Glitter Mix, Aurora Shimmer, and a hint of holographic flakies in a clear base. And there was holographic. I knew there was holographic. Ooh, we're in a clear base. Okay, y'all. I might have to pop another peely for this. Like, I feel like this is going to be one that we need to see the opacity on a natural nail. So I may have to pop another peely for this one. Look at that beautiful glow to this, though. And then, like I said, it does have the hollow flakies in it. It says a hint of holographic flakies, which is probably why I couldn't get them to pick up on the camera earlier. Oh, there we go. Yes, now you can see them. Jess says, this, love, yes. Laura says, whoa, that's gorgeous. I missed it earlier. Isn't it so pretty? Sushi says, I definitely want this one. Yes, y'all. This is stunning. I'm very excited to see this out of the bottle. Jen says, love so much. Me too. It's so glowy, y'all. I'm very excited since it's in a clear base. I'm very, very excited to see this. I'm hoping we get some stars. Usually when I have acrylic with larger glitter, I like to literally put them on my desk and leave it upside down like this while I'm doing other things. Their bottles are slightly rounded, like it doesn't. Oh, she did stay. Okay. I do like to leave it, or a lot of times, honestly, I'll put it upside down on my lap and just hold it between my thighs until I'm ready for it to get those heavier glitters to sink to the bottom. If you do not get them on your brush, I just take a dotting tool and I will grab it off the edge of the brush or put a little bit on my workbench. I have my silicone mat underneath here, and I'll just put a little bit on there and then pick up stars and place them. It's really easy. I know a lot of people complain when they struggle to get glitters out, but they're really not that difficult to hand place. All right, let's get a swatch on our swatch wheel, and I will pop a peely. Let's pop my thumb off here. Boom, look at that. All right, we're going to ignore that there's still red on here because we are not cleaning up before this, but there we go. Okay, cool. Let's get it on our swatch wheel. Again, this one is Like Dead Stars in a Dark Sky. Just love this so much. Frida says, ooh, I like this one. That's fun for a dead thing. Yes, it is fun for a dead thing. You are correct, Frida. All right, let's get it on our swatch wheel. Ooh, we did get stars. I want to show that really quick. Ooh, we got a lot of stars. 1, 2, 3. So this one I would just take my dotting tool and pull off of there. I'm going to paint this on before I glob it all over my desk, which y'all know I'm going to do. Ooh, look, there's that star. Okay, I love the little stars. This is very topper-esque. Like, I know it's a clear base, so we could easily do it on its own, but you could use this as any topper for anything. I'm picturing like a hot pink base underneath this, or white to really make those black glitters pop. So we did get a star. There were 2 more stars on the brush that I could have pulled off and used. Honestly, I left them on the brush because then they're in my bottle to use when I do my own nails with them. And I'm sure we'll get another one on our second coat. I love that Aurora shimmer in here. And then you can see the holographic in the background. It's very like micro pigment. It's such a almost holographic shimmer as opposed to holographic flakes. They're so tiny. And then if we grab that flash to show it off, Steph says, ooh, that's pretty. Yes, it is. Ooh, look at that. Oh, and it's got that shimmer that looks unreal with a glow to it. It gets like pixelated, like there's a filter. Oh, okay, this is so pretty. We will do 2 coats to see how this builds up on its own, but I also like, I can just picture this topped over everything. A neon green, y'all. How fantastic would this be over neon green? Yes. Laura said, for me, this is one I'd like to put on a polish spinner that LT always talks about, just to look at it in the bottle. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. I could definitely see this just like getting your attention all day. It's gorgeous. All right, we're going to go in on my thumb and do it so you can see it on the natural nail as well. Again, we're ignoring the red that is previously on there from my last polish because we didn't do cleanup. We're popping Peely's live. Tiana, is this for sale? No, it is not yet. It will be on sale Friday the 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern on Glam Polish's website, which I have written down. I will give you guys that screenshot again at the end. They're going to be $14 each, or you can buy the full set, which I am still uncertain, y'all. There's there's 2 stars. I got stars on both sides. There's one right there that I want to try and get onto my nail. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Here is 1 coat, and honestly, y'all, I'm kind of obsessed with it on its own. Like that glow to it. I love seeing the negative space of my natural nail behind it, and then the way that shimmer just picks up. Gorgeous. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. $14 each, or $210 for the full collection. I'm still uncertain if it's a 15-piece collection or a 20-piece collection. If you use code VAMPY5, you can save 5% on individual polishes, or VAMPY10 for 10% off the full collection for the first 24 hours of the release. And these are very limited edition. They are not going to make another batch of these. So what they have made up is what they have for sale. Yes, y'all, this is so good. And then we do have the hollow in there still that I'm going to show off with the flash. Yes. Oh my gosh. I am obsessed. I love this. This reminds me of why Glam Polish was like one of my first indies that I became obsessed with. I used to put it in every single swap box. If you got a swap box from me, you got Glam Polish, because like they just make super unique, gorgeous things. I love this. Obviously, this has a little texture to it, so you're gonna want a glitter smoothing top coat just to smooth everything off before finishing with your normal top coat. But I mean, y'all, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. Look at it. All right, so that was our first coat of like dead stars in a dark sky. I'm gonna grab a drink really quick, y'all, because my throat is so scratchy. Excuse me. Okay. Next, we have I Give You Eternal Life. This one is a gray acrylic with Aurora shimmer and shifting iridescent flakies. And that Aurora shimmer has a red to gold to green shift. I think you can see it way better on this back camera. Ooh, look at that. So we go from like this burgundy to almost orange to gold, and then bam, the green. This gives me zombie vibes. I don't know why. Or maybe like Corpse Bride with that gray base. So many flakies in this. Okay, let's get it on here because it's, y'all, I'm excited to see this out of the bottle. Ooh, look at all that shimmer in there. Okay, I can see off the bat it is a little bit thin on that first coat, but I think the second coat will be perfect. I love this shimmer. Honestly, I know I said red to yellow to green, but it almost looks rainbow the way it's shifting. And then those flakies, we definitely have a blue-green shift on those flakes. Yeah, I know we really haven't talked about opacity here, but like white Corelli gonna need 2 coats. This is a clear, so obviously this is definitely gonna need a second coat, but it's only gonna up that shimmer and all those beautiful flakies in it. Oh, look at that shimmer. When we do our second coat, I'm going to turn the lights down because I think the low lighting of this is really, really going to shine for all those beautiful shifts. Of course, we don't all walk around in half lit places, but it'll show you a different lighting of it as well. So pretty. Garcia says getting teal too. Yeah, I think I see some teal too. I really do feel like it's got rainbow shift to it. Like it has all the colors in there. The description just says Aurora shimmer. So I feel like it's getting every color there. Like it's very pretty. Again, very much fits the Vampy Valentine's theme. So that was I Give You Life Eternal. Hello, Rebecca. Welcome, welcome. I'm showing off some Glam polish offerings coming to their Vampy Valentine's, a very Vampy Valentine's collection. I buy polishes from the collection. They launched January 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern. This one here is Before You. My life was like a moonless night. Getting very poetic there. It is described as a deep purple base with shifting iridescent flakies and Aurora shimmer and black flakes. Ooh, I'm excited to see the black flakes because those shifting flakies, hello Mallory, are really showing up more in the bottle. So I'm excited to see the black flakes. And as I said when I pulled this out, my brain wanted to say navy and then the angle of the bottle said purple. So I'm glad that I'm not super crazy and it is definitely purple. And I think that Aurora shimmer is what's making it pull blue and green in the angles in the bottle. So let's see it out of the bottle and on our swatch wheel. Again, this one is Before You. My life was like a moonlit night. Ooh, look at that purple shade. Again, this is why I like to do live swatches because you just don't know how things come out. And this, to me, does not match the bottle. Like it has so much more purple to it. And in the bottle, to me, screams blue. So I love doing live swatches so you can really see how they come out. And you definitely see the black flakes in there. Where's Jen at? She loves our black flakes. And then all the iridescent rainbow shiftiness there. And you can see that layer of the shimmer kind of just sparkles and dances in between everything. Super pretty. Again, we're gonna want a second coat. It's not horrible in one, but definitely needs a second coat. Oh, the rainbows. Is that not stunning, y'all? I definitely get the vampy vibes with all of these polishes. Super, super pretty. So that one was Before You. My life was like a moonless night. We're going to go back and do our second coats of things so you can see them finish out. And I'll give you label shots for those who like to screenshot your wish list. So first off, we're going back to A Love That Consumes You. This one was a deep berry with shifting iridescent flakes, black flakes, and Aurora shimmer. Do our second coat here. Let's see if I can not stick my hand in one of the others. We probably will. It's what we do here. All right, second coat. Yes, look at how more like rich that base is on that second coat. And then you got all the layers of the flakes in there. Opacity, definitely good in 2 coats. No questions. So many flakies in this one. This one's really fun. It makes me think of chocolate covered strawberries. Maybe that's just because I see pink and black speckles. I don't know. But again, I feel the Valentine's vibes here. It's a little bit deeper, vampy, spookier to go with the theme, but still really, really works for Valentine's Day or year round, honestly, y'all. I mean, is that not beautiful? Such a pretty berry pink with all the flakies. Let me grab you a label shot. All right, there is 2 coats of A Love That Consumes You. Label shots for anyone who likes to screenshot. And then next we're going into our White Crelly. Look After My Heart, I've left it with you. It's a sheer white crelly with shifting iridescent flakes and red glitter mix. I still want to get that chunky flake out, y'all. I want that on my nails. Of course, my shorties, it would probably take up half my nail right now, but I don't even care. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fish it out because I want it. This one, we're gonna do our second coat on our swatch wheel as well as on my natural nail, so you can see the buildup. All right, second coat on the swatch wheel, which we did get more glitter payout. It definitely added layers of glitter. I love the flakies through that white polish. It just gives it like an opalescent milky vibe, just the layers of it. And then you get the beautiful highlights on those red glitters. Very, very like Bloody Valentine's themed here. Ooh, which if you're in the Halloween Forever collab, our theme for February is My Bloody Valentines. This would be perfect for that base. Opacity wise, it's not bad in 2. Again, if you have a very strong visible nail line, you may want a blurring base coat or a white base or 3 coats. It just depends on your personal preference. I do not have a strong visible nail line, so I don't think I'm going to have problems with 2 coats. Y'all, I don't even have a visible nail line, but let's put it on my natural nail so we can see what it looks like in our second coat. Again, we do not judge on this portion of the video. This is not easy to do, y'all. And there I am getting quiet, like when you turn down the volume for a turn, because I cannot talk and paint my nail in midair. Yeah, see, I feel like you can see just the teeny sliver of my nail, but I personally am okay with 2 coats of this. I think if you have very, very strong visible nail lines, you're gonna want a 3rd or a blurring base. I'm okay with 2. Obviously, again, as I mentioned earlier, it's gonna dry textured. It has all that glitter in there, so you're gonna want a glitter smoothing top coat. But yet again, very worth it. Look at those beautiful flakes. I'm a big, big fan of this one, y'all. I just realized we don't have Crystal in here. I was going to ask what she's making for dinner, but she's not here, y'all. Where is Crystal? It's also Sunday. I keep forgetting that it's a weekend. And I always feel like I should do lives during the weekend so you guys can participate. But I feel like I get more people during the week, which makes sense because y'all have other things you're doing on the weekends, your family outings and such. So it makes sense that people have things to do. It's also why you can watch replay here or on YouTube, so you can have a life but still see these gorgeous polishes live swatched. This is 2 coats of Look After My Heart. I've left it with you. I love the flakies in this one. And here it is on my natural nail for anyone who also wants that for a screenshot. We're ignoring the red left over from before and the dry cuticles because, y'all, winter is rough. All right, let's go in with our second coat of like Dead Stars in a Dark Sky. Also, y'all, I haven't had any comments since Mallory came in. So if you are commenting and I'm not responding, that's why. I don't know if it's an Instagram glitch or maybe y'all are just busy, which is totally fine too. I just want to mention that I am not ignoring anyone if someone is messaging me. All right, like Dead Stars in a Night Sky is black mini stars, black glitter mix, aurora shimmer, and a hint of holographic flakies in a clear base. Ugh, I can't get over that shimmer, y'all. It just glows. Absolutely glows. Do a second coat on our swatch wheel as well as my natural nail so you can see both ways. Again, we did get some stars on our brush. Ooh, there's one like right on the tip. I want it on there. Yes, there we go. Oh, I pulled it off. There we go. I got so excited and then I snatched it right off of there. All right, here is 2 coats. Look at how much glow there is on that second coat. It's unreal, y'all. All those black glitters in there too. Again, I feel this would be such a beautiful topper over just about any color. I mean, obviously black isn't going to do you any good. Ooh, but like one of those black hollows that's not black, like a silver black hollow. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, look at that shimmer. It just pixelates like it's not even real. Absolutely stunning. Again, I don't think I said that I put the flashlight on here. I did, so you can see the hollow back there. But that shimmer is still the front star. Like, I love this. Laura says, it's quiet night. I'm swatching. That's fine. It's totally fine. I just want to make sure that y'all know I'm not ignoring you. And see, this is why we don't live swatch. You totally just hit my hand, and then I got polish on my bottle. This is why we don't use my fingers. This is why. I love that I'm trying to like fix it and make it pretty again. Like, I'm not going to take this off to start swatching tomorrow. But you know, we got to have pretty nails while we have it. Jen says, I bet this would be stunning over pastel yellow. Ooh, yes. I said lime green earlier, and I still stand by that. I think this would be that purple glow over lime green. All right, let's do a second coat on the thumb. Ooh, we did get another star. It like stacked. There we go. It stacked on top of that star, and then I tried to move it, and instead I just stole it off of there. All right, again, we don't judge. This is not easy to do live and floating. I actually think I might still have a star stacked on there, y'all, but I'm not sure. It's so gorgeous. 2 coats, like, I still love this just on its own. Like, I will wear this without a base underneath it because it's so pretty, and I love the glow you get, and then still the, like, natural things. Does anybody remember when, what's the word? I said it earlier. Remember, I can't think of the design type now, where we had like naked spots on our nails. Like you just stamp something over top your naked nails. I can't think of what the term was, y'all. It was very popular a couple of years ago. Negative space. That's what I wanted. This reminds me of that design. Like you get all the natural, beautiful nail, and then this shimmer and that glitter and like, bam, the hollow. I love this. This would have been so hot during the negative space thing that happened. Y'all, my brain's so not functioning. The thing that happened. The trend. When it was such a big trend, that's what I'm trying to say. We should bring it back. We should totally bring it back. And polishes like this would be perfect. Ooh, look at it with the hollow under the flash. And she said, ooh, lime green. Yes, I think this would be so good. That purple would just so pop over a lime green. Frida, ooh, some arty could be a Starry Night Mani. Yes. That would be perfect for a Starry Night Mani over a yellow, Frida. Ooh, or a smush. Blues and yellows smushed. And then this on top. Y'all, I'm already getting so many thoughts for this. I love it. Love it. Again, you're going to want a glitter smoother top coat for this one because it does have quite a bit of texture with that glitter, but so worth it. Let me get you screenshots. Here is Like Dead Stars in a Dark Sky. 2 coats on a swatch wheel. Kevin is making dinner. I can hear him in there. I can smell a little bit, y'all. I'm hungry. I think we're having some sort of homemade pizza. All right, here is 2 coats on my natural nail for anyone who also wants to screenshot that. Gorgeous. All right, next up we have I Give You Life Eternal. This one is our gray Crelly with Aurora Shimmer and Shifting Iridescent Flakes. Stephanie said, ooh, we're having homemade pizza. LOL, are you really? Ours is from HelloFresh. Or are you guys just like, you know, super crafty and you're like, we're having homemade pizzas? I love that we're having the same thing, Steph. All right, second coat of I Give You Life Eternal. Yes, that shimmer, y'all, I knew it was going to get so much like richer on a second coat, and it didn't fail me. Definitely feels opaque and to me. I'm very happy with that, and look at that shimmer in there. Also, y'all, haven't we had a whole live and not gotten polish on my finger? There's a little piece of glitter, but I'm not counting it. Though I did hit my hand on something, so I guess it counts, right? Oh no, buy a crusty and then it's fend for yourself. LOL. That works too. I'm totally down for that. I think, well, ours is HelloFresh, and I'm pretty sure Kevin's making the crust even. But he likes all the prep and stuff of cooking, where I just get stressed out. I'll bake, but cooking stresses me out. Look at that shimmer shift. Literally every color, y'all. You can't tell me you don't see the rainbow there. We might be missing blue. I feel like there's a little teal at the edge, but we might be missing blue. But we definitely have a like pink to red to orange to yellow to green there. And then you got the blue-green flakes. I still stand by zombie vibes. Like, does that not go with my little zombies? Like, yes. Frida said, we're having chili, but the chef, my husband, decided to experiment and add ginger. Oh, interesting. My stepdad makes his with cinnamon, and now it's very weird for me to have chili without cinnamon. I know that sounds weird, but it's delicious. It's also a big thing in Cincinnati, which I found out when we went to Cincinnati. Lots of cinnamon in their chili, and like as much cheese as you can put on top of it so you don't see chili. Y'all, this is so shifty, so pretty. I did say I wanted to turn down the lights for this one, so I'm going to. I'm turning my arch light down just so you can see this in low lighting. Yes, look at that. You just see this like radial glow of the shimmer in all colors. Oh, hi, Waffs. I didn't know you were in here. Waffles was under the desk. I did not see him go in here. And now he's leaving. He's like, I'm done with you. I'm out. Gorgeous. This is so pretty. Let me get y'all a label shot. Wendy said we had slingers for dinner, hash browns, chili, and an egg. Ooh, that sounds really good too. That sounds really good. All right, here is 2 coats of I Give You a Life Eternal. I think I said that wrong earlier. If I did, I apologize, y'all. I Give You Life Eternal. Laura said, I tried cinnamon in my chili last time I made it. It's not for me. Yeah, it's definitely like an acquired thing. I don't think Kevin really loves it, but again, I grew up with it, so I think that's a thing. Alton Brown did a post. I don't remember who it was from, like where it was from. He was traveling for his tour, and he was like, y'all, you keep yelling at me, so I have to try this. And it was chili with a cinnamon roll dipped in it. And I was like, guys, I have to try this. And it was really good, y'all. It goes back to sweet and salty. So if you're a sweet and salty fan, so good. If you're not, you're probably not going to like it. But yeah, I think it's absolutely delicious. Also, my stepdad grew up having peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with his chili, which I always thought was weird, but it really, again, goes back to that sweet and salty. So I get it. I usually just have crackers and cheese and sour cream in mine, but okay, here is our last polish. Before You, My Life Was Like a Moonless Night. It's a deep purple base with shifting iridescent flakies, aurora shimmer, and black flakies. Y'all, this one's a flaky bomb. It has all the flakies in there. And I love that those black flakies are a little bit of a surprise because you can't really see them in the bottle. The iridescent flakies hide them, and then you put it on and they are just like there front and center and so fun. And then you have that juicy purple base. Yes, again, the depth and the dimension on that second coat. Opacity, I'm quite happy with that opacity in 2 coats. It gives me almost a jelly-esque vibe. It just feels squishy with all those layers of flakies. And you see the beautiful shimmer as well. It kind of makes me think of that Rainbow Fish book. I think it's just because there's so many rainbow flakies in this. Again, fits the deep vampy theme for this very vampy Valentine's collection. So pretty. Yeah, totally happy with that opacity. This collection is going to be stunning. Again, I only have 5 to show you. They have been sending out emails of spoilers. And now that I've shown them to you, I can go back and look at those and see what the rest of the collection is going to be. I know it's going to be absolutely stunning. Here is your label shot of 2 coats. Before You, My Life Was Like a Moonless Night. Yeah, this collection is going to be absolutely amazing. If you are into the darker polishes or those vampy vibes or into supernatural and vampires and such like that, I have no doubts you're going to love this collection. So good. So there are the 5 that I've shown you tonight. I'm going to zoom out so you can see that entire post-it. Again, for anyone who wants to screenshot. So this was the 5 polishes I have from the Very Vampy Valentine's collection coming from Glam Polish on January 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern. They're super limited edition, y'all. There will not be a restock. Whatever they have to sell in the beginning is all they have. Oh, I bumped you. I'm so sorry. 15 polishes in the collection. I believe my info says 20, but everything else I've seen says 15. So I think there's 15. There could be a surprise extra 20 or extra 5 in there. I don't know. I will have that information when I post swatches, and I'm sure they will have that information in their groups and their Instagrams and Facebooks and all that as well. They're $14 each or $210 for the full set. And then don't forget about those codes, y'all. Again, even if you don't want to screenshot tonight's info, screenshot for those codes, because the first 24 hours, Vampy 5 will get you 5% off of individual polishes, or Vampy 10 will get you 10% off that full collection. So make sure you screenshot this for the codes alone, y'all. I will also have the codes on my swatches. And then again, the website, because they're an Australian company, is glampolish.com.au. Don't forget to add the AU. If you just Google Glam Polish, it will come up with the correct website as well. But there's that, so you have a direct link. That is everything. I'm going to flip you around. We're going to chat for a minute, and then I will let y'all go and enjoy the rest of your evening, your Sunday, because it is Sunday and not Saturday. I hope that if any of y'all are going back to work tomorrow and you're dealing with this snow, that you have an easy commute and you drive safe and stay nice and warm. Honestly, I hate to be that mom friend, but make sure that your car has a full tank of gas and you have extra food and water and blankets in your vehicle, just in case something happens. You never know, y'all. I am hoping to not leave my house. I do need to take some shipping in, but we will see if the post office is even open. Honestly, they did not deliver anything yesterday. Totally understandable, y'all. This was a bad storm. Personally, our shop was closed yesterday and today because of this weather. I do not want my employees driving in this. I do not want my customers driving in this. And we have those customers who will come out no matter what. We kind of have to be the voice of reason of, no, we're closed, stay home. So we've been closed for 2 days. We're pretty confident we'll be open tomorrow because the snow has stopped and it's all light fluffy here. So like, even though we got 8 to 10 inches, I've been able to just like sweep it off of my steps so the dogs can go outside. So hopefully shoveling won't be too bad and the Jeep will get out. But like, I also kind of don't want to leave my house tomorrow. So if you do have to leave, you have to go out in this yucky mess. Stay safe, stay warm. If you don't have to deal with this, awesome, great. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. And thank you all for hanging out with me. Goody Gargies, this is fun. Thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching. I appreciate you. And Steph says, thank you. Have a nice evening and enjoy your pizza. You too. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys catch the replay here or over on YouTube, leave me a comment. Let me know what Vampy inspiration you would choose, whether you have a specific like character, a vampire, a werewolf, a book maybe that you think an inspiration would be great for this, a very Vampy Valentine's Day theme. Just leave me a comment. I always answer all the comments and I love chatting with y'all. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.